Now it's time for Real Talk with Pimpcron.
Hey everybody, it's Real Talk with the Pimpcron, and I've been called many things in my life, but one of my favorite ones is the king of analogies. Who said that? Not sure. Did anybody ever call me that? Probably, but it was also probably in jest. The point is, it's that favorite time of day for you guys, where the pimp comes out of his hidey hole and tosses you a new commentary on something. But today, I'm going to sprinkle you with an analogy. Dating is like 40K. So in my experience, dating is a lot like 40K. Just hear me out. This is going to sound weird, okay? You've got two opposing factions who are occupying the same area. And pretty much everyone starts out as allies of convenience, to use that old term from the Allies Matrix. You're just allies of convenience, okay? You're meeting someone somewhere or whatever, you're interested in them, but you're in the same place. You each have your secret objectives. One of you might be trying to score, while the other one just wants to play a fun narrative game. You know, nothing too serious, just for fun. You both come to the game with your own lists made up of all of your various personality units that were, let's be honest here, largely put together by your parents when they were raising you. Though life experience has probably made you swap out a unit or two for something that may be a bit more useful than what your parents originally loaded you up with. Like when you don't know your opponent very well, you may want to keep your power from pain or your red thirst a secret until you know them better. But when finding a mate to play the tournament of life with, it can really be a roll of the dice. Yeah, that's right. I just made that pun. It's like their list is one way on paper, but when you really get to know them better, you're like, I had no idea your grot had two power claws in that unit. You guys go on a couple missions together, and hopefully you score enough victory points that your opponent wants a rematch. You see where this is all going? Clever wordplay. Slowly, over the course of many missions, your force organizational charts start merging, and you don't hang out with your battle brothers as much as you used to. You hardly even hit the hive cities anymore for some AMASAC. Am I right, guys? All you want to do is joint operations in the theater of love. I am loving this, just so you know. People can really surprise you, though. And the longer that you're with them, the more the cracks in their ceramite start to show. They might seem at first like they shall know no fear, am I right? But if you stay with them long enough, you'll eventually find their emotional rear armor. Some people seem like they're all battle forged and orderly when you first start dating them. But after a while you realize that they are an icon of excess. You take a look at their apartment after they stop trying to impress you and you're astonished. You have a plague fly colony in here. Ha ha ha, insert comedy. That's commonly when you have rended their ego, and here comes the furious charge. They'll claim that they've been busy praising the emperor and haven't had time to purge the unclean. And you are one to talk. You never look out, sir, when the laundry needs doing. They always have to take the hit. And the dedicated transport is 1,500 miles past due for an oil change, but you never take it to the mechanicum. Your partner claims that their work has simply been chaos undivided lately, and you never help with the greater good of the household. You say that they haven't walked the squig in weeks and that your work has basically been mob rule for the last couple weeks. You claim that your partner is no savior of mankind, but often more like a scabby. This type of fighting goes on for what seems like a millennium, and it seems like there will be no peace, no respite, and there is only unending war. But no, this age of strife will eventually stop, and the two of you will unify your hearts under the codex of love. Relationships can be a tumultuous plane of existence, rife with warp storms, and sometimes even your demons get brought out. But ultimately, you will find the right person to found your chapter with, and soon enough, you might even hear the pitter patter of little nurglings running around. So you see, dating is more than just predators and howling banshees battling it out, and sometimes you'll lose a game or two. Sure, you'll run into your fair share of chimeras that change their form to be what they're not for a time, and some will even poison you or deal mortal wounds, while others may just be too unwieldy. Not every player is worth playing, and even though you may feel bad when someone leaves your table, don't sweat it. There's always more devilfish in the sea. That is so stupid. Here's a fun fact. In real life, I exclusively talk in metaphor. Most people don't know that. I actually have to go through and edit every single one of my monologues so that it's not so illusory, so it actually makes sense. I hope some of the sage advice put in a way you can understand it will help you. Go forth and spread the gene seed, my brothers and sisters. Well, I had a lot of fun with this. I don't know why. I love metaphor and these are stupid puns. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it because this was fun. Let me know at pimpcron@gmail.com or facebook.com/pimpcron. I'm also on Instagram at pimpcron, but only the first P, not the second P. It's Pimpcron. And also, thank you to GameMat.eu for supporting the show and Panhandle3D.com, as well as my beautiful, sexy, good smelling, juicy, succulent Patreon patrons. You can also be a Patreon patron and support the show. I'll see you next week, people.